Alrighty, so what is going on, people? I know it has been quite some motherfrickin' time since we have done this, guys. We're back, baby. Once again, we're back for yet another YouTube video. Guys, I know it has been forever, and I'm sorry. I truly am starting to realize I'm just not good at this whole YouTube thing and need to learn how to be a little more consistent in making content for the YouTube channel. However, we are back. Like I've always said, no matter how long it takes, I will always come back, okay? Because I enjoy making YouTube content, and I also enjoy keeping track of my progress during my workouts and during, like, I like keeping track of my progress in the gym. And I feel like the best way for me to do that is to really just document it here, for y'all and for myself. So we are still currently in a bulk right now, guys. We are trying to really put on some heavy muscle right now. We're trying to get as thick and as muscular. Well, I wouldn't say thick. We're trying to get as muscular as we possibly can. The goal, guys, is still to compete next year, is to get on stage for the first time next year. That is the goal. And so everything we are doing right now is pretty much attained to that goal. Everything we are doing right now is to get ready for ourselves to hop in a prep and start cutting down. I'm trying to do everything I can to get as muscular as I can so that when it is time to cut, we will be fully prepared. I have made some changes, drastic change. I wouldn't say drastic, but some pretty big changes in my diet. I've been trying to keep it a lot more clean recently. I would say at least the past month or two, we've been pretty clean, eating nothing but really chicken, rice, beef, some steak. For carbs, we've been eating a lot of rice cakes, a lot of yogurt, Greek yogurt. And just, just trying to be better with our diet, and very much so staying low on the fats, okay? We have been doing a very good job of staying low on fats the past at least month now, or probably 2-3 months now, honestly. Another adjustment we have made is going back to doing cardio, okay? So even though we are on a bulk and trying to put on weight, I'm still hitting cardio because I'm understanding now that the cardio is not going to be the reason that I don't gain weight or don't gain muscle. The only way I will not gain muscle is if I'm not eating enough, and is if I'm not hitting hard enough in the gym. If I'm going balls to the wall in the gym with high intensity workouts, good rep range, and making sure I'm getting my protein and carbs in, which I have been, I'm seeing gains. I'm seeing progress. So, yeah, I would say that's probably the biggest change in the past couple weeks in terms of what we've been doing in the gym. Because at first, dude, like for the first part of this bulk, I would say I was like heavily eating fats. Like I was eating a lot of fats, like over 150 grams. And I think it was actually like starting to affect me. Like it definitely was starting to affect me mentally. It was starting to make me feel very sluggish and very just not good. And now I've switched to a high carb and a high protein diet, and keeping my fats low. And I have genuinely felt better in my workouts. I have felt better day to day. I felt more locked in, honestly. I feel like I'm making better gains as well, and still actually like getting lean while putting on the muscle. So yeah, it's been fun. And honestly, I hate to say it, but I think taking a step away from filming gave me a little more time to, be able to figure this stuff out over the past couple months. So now that I feel like I'm in a good spot with the gym, I'm being very consistent with the gym, I think it's a good time to start filming again, So I'm trying to think. Today we have shoulders, buys and tries. It's going to be a more shoulder and bi dominant day because my triceps are still a little sore, just a little sore, from our back and tricep day a couple days ago, about 3 days ago. So yeah, like I said, we're going to hit some shoulders. We're probably going to do some shoulder press and then some cable movements or some dumbbell cable and dumbbell movements. And then for biceps, we're definitely gonna do we're gonna probably do a hammer strength machine first, and then go into dumbbells and then cables, or just go straight to dumbbells and then cables after that. And then for triceps, it'll probably just be all cables, honestly. Now that based off how I'm thinking right now, I definitely think it's gonna be all cables. Honestly, I'll give y'all a little life update. We are uh still streaming. We are still streaming, guys. We have been streaming not every week. I haven't streamed in probably like a week, but we were streaming like every day for like a solid few months for a while. So obviously go check out the Twitch, Josh Turner Live. Yeah, Josh Turner Live, go check that out. But I've been fucking, dude, I've been so into Marvel and comics and superheroes and anime. Well, honestly, not that much anime. Anime's been kind of dead right now. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like anime's been a little dead the past few months. Ever since like JJK and Fire Force and all those shows ended, I really haven't had anything to watch anime wise. However, superhero wise, I kind of have had some shit to watch. I started Daredevil, guys. I started Daredevil. I'm at the end of season 1 on that. Loving Daredevil so far. I started Shameless. Okay, Shameless, a show that a lot of people I feel like have already watched, but I'm a little behind. So I decided to start watching it, and I am kind of loving it so far. It's a very real show, a very deep show. Um, so yeah, besides, going crazy in the gym, I'm pretty much in this bitch at least 6 out of 7 of the days of the week. Sometimes I'm here 7 out of 7 of the days of the week because I don't want to do anything else. Um, besides doing that, man, I've been watching some TV shows, hanging out with my girlfriend. We're still together, which is awesome. Um, we're still kicking it. I'm trying to think what else. Still working at the smoke shop. I actually met fucking Chris from AMP the other day at work, which was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, he just like stumbled in. I was like, "Yo, you're Chris from AMP." He's like, "Yeah." My fuck, that's dope. Um, but yeah, I mean, besides that, dude, it's the same. It's the same thing every day, man. We get in here, we put in some work, we hope to look our best and achieve our best. Um, after this lift, guys, I'm probably not gonna show y'all the full workout because my camera is about to die. Um, I did not plan to be filming. I just thought today would be a good day to film once I actually got here. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna show y'all mostly the shoulder movements, probably like 3 or 4 if we do 4 movements, probably 3 shoulder movements, depending on if I can find somewhere to charge my other battery or not. I'll show you all the pose down, obviously. But besides that, y'all, I will see y'all in the gym. Once we're done with the lift, I will probably film some more once we get back to the house and show y'all my like my post workout meal. So let's get to it. Peace. Alrighty, guys. So for the first movement today for shoulders, we're gonna start off with some Smith machine shoulder press. And honestly, we're starting off with this first because I've never done it before. Or like at least I don't think I have. I haven't done it any time recently. And I saw someone doing it on Instagram, and it honestly looked pretty nice. It looked pretty it looked like I don't know, it looked like it hit the shoulders nicely. So just try something different. We're gonna start with some very lightweight, get a little warm-up set in, and then see if we can get like 2 heavy sets in. With some good form, and just see if we can really hit these front delts hit just our overall shoulders. But we're gonna try to use more side delt, I would say, and really, just push with our palms. It actually feels pretty good. Honestly, yeah, I honestly think we can come closer. Make this more of like a press. Let's stop right there. All right, word. That shouldn't feel too bad. Or shit, we'll probably throw a couple, or throw like a 45 on. Yeah, probably throw a 45 on. Call it. All right, so we just got 45 on each side. We're gonna do 2 sets of this. Try to get like 12 very clean reps. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna do another one of those. That actually felt pretty good. Shit. All right, let's go. All right, next up we have some dumbbell raises. Honestly, I just don't want to complicate things too much today. I just know I need to get a shoulder pump, and once I get a shoulder pump, then I can worry about the next movement or the next body part, I guess you could say. But like right now, man, like I want to do what I can to make sure I have big shoulders by the end of this workout. Oh, almost kicked my camera. Hold up. Okay. All right. So we scooted over a little bit, and we're actually gonna just do this standing instead of sitting down. Cause I feel like I have way better range of motion, honestly, when I'm standing, and I can feel more of my shoulder actually getting activated. So I like to keep my shoulders back, which the bench was kind of preventing me from doing. And then I guess coming in kind of like a circling motion upwards and keeping my elbows tucked. Hold tight, everybody want it. Top tier, mama face, want it, blonde hair, snatch waist, top tier, mama face, want it,
I wasn't going to show any of the bicep movements, however, because there's just so much space today, because I got here nice and early, we're going to try to take advantage of it and get some cool shots in, and also talk more about this workout that we got going on. So, we're done with shoulders. Shoulders feel cooked. However, the rest of my arms honestly feel pretty good. My biceps definitely feel good, and so because of that, we're gonna start off with some heavy weight. We don't, because the arms are already kind of warm from shoulders, we're not gonna like do really any warm-up sets. We're just gonna try to get into the heavy sets while we still have some energy. So we got 140 on the hammer strength bicep curl, and we're gonna aim for like, I would say 10 to 12 here. Honestly, I think we're gonna start at 155, because I remember last time we did 140, it was rather easy. So we're gonna up the weight. We're gonna try to get 8 to 10 actually. That was correct. That is absurd. Someone literally calls me right when I start my set and then hangs up right when I go to pick my phone up, bro. You can't make this shit up. Like, you cannot make this shit up. Excuse my language, but like, what in the world? I think my brain's just like having to recalibrate for real, considering this is the first time. Y'all, I woke up at 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, and that was probably the first time I'd waken up that early in like 2 months. Like, my brain's a little scrambled today. It's okay though, it's a good thing.
Alrighty guys, I'm gonna just go ahead and record this with my phone while we have some time. So we finished our lift. It was pretty freaking good, not gonna lie. Got a great lift in. And now we gotta go fuel up. So I'm gonna stop by Publix real quick and grab some things, some tings and things, and then we are gonna get our butts home and get to eating. And I'm gonna show y'all what I usually do for my like post-workout meal and just talk about some other things as well. So I will see y'all there. Okay, so getting into this little grocery haul we got here, y'all. This is actually the first time we've done this, which is funny enough. But we stopped and got some things. First, gallon of water, cause I realized after watching a little bit of Sam Solik today that I was probably not drinking as much water as I should be. So we went and got some water. We all got a gallon of water. We also got a coconut water, okay? I've heard that coconut water is good for you and also has like a fuck ton of electrolytes, excuse my language. But I need to stay hydrated, especially while being on a bulk. I need to stay hydrated, and I've heard coconut water helps with that. So we're gonna keep trying different ones until I like them. I tried the one in like the cardboard box bottle. The coconut water. I think it's called like Coconut Life or some shit like that. The blue and green like paper mache bottle. I didn't really like that coconut water. It tasted kind of nasty. So we're gonna try Joy natural coconut water. See if we like that one a little bit better. We also got a Karma probiotic water. Oh shoot, there's actually powder at the top of that. I didn't even realize. Interesting. So this also just has like a bunch of vitamins in it. Vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin B6, vitamin B12.
Not gonna lie, my hair probably looks like shit, but whatever. But yeah, and then we got some more. If y'all haven't, I like the Jocko hydrates instead of like just like a regular Gatorade or like body armor or anything like that. This one also the Jocko also has potassium and magnesium in it and vitamin B12. So, yeah, we're trying to vitamin max out here, guys. We're trying to get all of our nutrients in. Um, just cuz, you know, any little thing that will help me have an advantage in terms of recovering quicker and putting on more muscle and, you know, putting on muscle quickly, we're gonna try to do everything that we can to maximize that, you know, and staying hydrated is one of the like number one things. So yeah, that's why we got a bunch of fucking uh, electrolytes and water and stuff. Okay, next thing we got is Oikos Pro 23 gram protein. The Oikos Pro 23 gram protein. This is the vanilla kind. I usually pair this with some granola and some cream of rice. Actually, let me grab the cream of rice. So recently I've been pairing the vanilla Oikos with I use the Elevate creamy rice. This is the cinnamon roll one. I just started using this stuff and dude, it actually tastes very good when mixed with something like this. And then to add extra carbs and fiber on top, I also throw the Cascadian Farm granola on there. Yeah, because like a cup of this stuff is like 400 calories and like 60 grams. Yeah, 2/3 of a cup is 46 grams and 7 grams of fat. So, and 6 grams of protein. So like I'm gonna take that, you know? But yeah, creamy rice with the granola, stack that with some vanilla protein yogurt, and then if you really want a carb load, you could throw like some honey or a banana on it. But you don't have to, you know, kind of depends on what you're trying to get. And then let's see. I think we got one more. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so one last thing. Oh, well, actually, two last things. We got some sushi. It's a little $10 sushis, a little $20. Both of these will be a meal right here. So this is 400 calories. Yeah, this one container of this is 400 cal. 56 grams of carbs, 13 grams of protein, and 14 grams of fat. So two of these would be like 28 grams of fat, 26 grams of protein, and over 100 grams of carbs. So we already had a muffin. We had one of these Publix muffins earlier. So that's like 360. And then we also had a protein shake and a rice cake. So we're already probably sitting at like 80 grams of carbs, and it's not even probably like 80 grams of carbs and 40 grams of protein, and it's not even 12 yet. So after we eat the sushi, we'll be over 100, we'll be close to 200 grams of carbs, we'll be close to 100 grams of protein. And then our fats will be probably around like 30ish. We haven't had a lot of fats today. So I'm trying to think what else there is to say, really. Usually, or at least for the past couple weeks, I've really just been trying to, like I said, keep a clean diet. So rice, chicken, fish, a little bit of steak and ground beef every now and then. And then for my carbs, cream of rice, yogurt, granola, and white rice, you know? Like if you can, it is going to help you a lot if you can stick to the simple foods. I'm being honest. The more you branch out and try to fit not as healthy or not as beneficial foods into your diet, the more it is just going to slow you down a little bit, is what I'm starting to realize. So that is why today and from here on out, for at least the next, probably until December, honestly, we're going to be sticking to a diet like this. And also, one more thing I forgot to add is first of all, we got 2 packs of soy sauce. 2 packs of soy sauce for the sushi because you want your sodium to be high. So if your sodium, potassium, and water intake is high, that is going to lead to very good pumps. Okay, very good pumps. And then we also got some magnesium supplement to help with my sleep and just overall recovery in general in between days and workouts, you know. So yeah, there really ain't much else to it. One more thing I will talk about is I know I said I want to compete next year. I am looking for a coach right now. I think I may have one that I've decided on, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But we are trying to get a coach so that we can just pretty much have another pair of eyes on this body, seeing the progress and knowing 100% that we are actually making progress. And so that when it does get time to hop in a prep for a show, we will actually know when that time comes. Because right now, I'm not going to say I'm freeballing it, but like I'm just trying to put on as much size as I can. I don't really know when I should stop, you know? Like when I should stop trying to just put on size and actually hit a cut. And I feel like I will need a coach when it gets to that time when I do need to hit a cut to do it properly. I feel like I'll need a coach. Um, Especially doing it naturally, it's just there's a lot more variables and factors that I know some people are more aware of than I am. You know, not saying that I don't have a good grasp or knowledge on bodybuilding or how to properly do it. It's just two eyes are always better than one, or two heads are always better than one, you know. Two people's influence I feel like is always better than one person's influence. You know, I'm not like freaking Sam Solik. I'm a natural lifter and have only been doing this for really like this seriously. I've only been doing it for a couple years, you know. So it's a lot of this stuff is still very new to me. It's part of the reason why I'm not always super comfortable just like making YouTube videos and whatnot. It's because, you know, I'm still trying to learn a lot of this stuff myself. Um, but I think today was a great lift. We got a good shoulder day in. I'm gonna eat probably 4 more meals before the end of the day. Right now, calorie and macro wise, we are sitting like I've been trying to hit 450 grams of carbs, 280, well, really like 270 grams of protein, and under 100 grams of fat, you know? So we are really trying to squeeze as much carbs and protein out of this body as we can while still shedding some fat. And then after we eat tonight at probably around 9-ish or maybe even 8:30-ish before bed, we're gonna hit some cardio for probably about 35 minutes just so we can, you know, once we get all this food down, we can shed some of it off. You know what I mean? Keep that body fat nice and low. Um, but yeah, besides that, guys, I I don't really know what else to talk about. You know, I feel like we got through everything. We talked about everything that we wanted to talk about today. We got a great lift in. And yeah, I can't wait to share some more shit with y'all throughout this experience. Excuse my language one more time. I can't wait to share more stuff with y'all throughout this experience. You know, I'm learning stuff, and I hope that me learning stuff will inspire y'all to want to go and learn stuff and just get bigger, stronger, make healthier options, make healthier choices, you know. You just got to find it. You got to find what works for you, you know, and it's simple as that. So I'm going to go do just that, find what works for me, and I will see y'all on the next video.